If you know me at all, you know that theater, specifically the musical, is my favorite thing in the world. I've been intrigued by this world since I can remember. Throughout my entire life, I have tried different activities and hobbies, but none of them really compare or have had the effect that the theater has had on me. I have learned many life skills from it and have met some of the most incredible people. I have also watched all different people from different walks of life gain the benefits of being involved with theater as well. I have seen varsity athletes tear up as they are receiving notes for their final performance, and I have heard them talking about how they wish they had gotten involved sooner. I have heard people say that they had no idea what they were missing out on or how much work it took to be involved with a musical and how their life was forever changed by it. This is why I believe that every person, no matter what walk of life you come from, can benefit from the theater. Although I have reached the ultimate goal of pursuing my love for theater by making it my #1 hobby and extracurricular activity, my journey wasn't easy. I faced a lot of opposition and decision-making that questioned my love for the theater, but I realized that the benefits I gained from it are all worth the trouble. My first bend in the road came in junior high when I was playing softball. As you can see, there is a picture of me up top playing softball. I was a catcher, and I had been playing for years in the town league. I really enjoyed it, and I assumed that I would play in high school. I looked forward to playing and balancing both sports and theater. And yet, my involvement in theater was conflicting with softball practices, and it was becoming apparent that my coach was getting agitated. Eventually, I missed one too many practices, and she finally told me I had to decide whether I was to pursue my theatric aspirations or commit to softball. This ultimatum came as a surprise to me, and after weighing the options, I chose to do theater. I realized that even as a dedicated softball player with hopes of playing in high school, I was so influenced by the theater that I had no choice but to pursue it with full force. The next obstacle came in high school when I had to learn how to balance my schoolwork with my abundance of extracurricular activities. I have always been the student that tends to pay more attention on her activities than her studies, and that certainly came through in high school. Between my schoolwork, my participation in different clubs in school and at the YMCA, and 200 plus hours of community service, it was hard to put more emphasis on one particular thing. Yet, I managed to pay attention more to the happenings in my drama club than any other thing in my life for all 4 years. The theater program at my high school was very well respected by my school and community and was extremely influential on my high school experience. In college, again, my dedication to theater was tested when I had to choose between doing the production at school and participating in one of the singing groups on campus. Deciding between the two proved to be one of the hardest decisions I have ever had to make, and neither option left me completely satisfied. I loved both so much, and I didn't want to give up either. But I realized I couldn't do both, and so I chose to do the show. I knew deep down where my true dedication lied, and I knew I would forever regret not doing the show. I am lucky enough to say that although it was difficult, it all proved to be worth it, and I have gained so much by being a part of this recent production. It proved to be the best decision I have made at college and has reminded me of why I love doing theater. The benefits you receive from theater are innumerable, and I believe that everyone can take something from it. As an almost athlete, and knowing several other athletes who have participated in the theater, it truly is beneficial for you. Between learning time management skills, working as a team, public speaking, these are all skills you can carry with you into the real world. Whether you're an athlete, a brainiac, a loner, whatever, we all have something to bring into this world, and we all will certainly gain something from it. If I had to model my story, I would use the 3-act model. Act 1 is the beginning of my journey where I had to choose between sports and theater. Act 2 explains how once I chose theater, I had to find the balance between that and the other commitments in my life. And finally, Act 3 is where I learned I had to make sacrifices in order to do what I love. All of these acts have led me to discover that the benefits you can gain from the theater do not just apply to the typical theater person. They can apply to any person that dares to get into this business and throw themselves into a new world.